Hi, this is Deborah from Dinglefoot.com, and I have a simple card design to show you today, and this is good for any general card that you need. Thinking of you card, or this would even work for a sympathy card or anything like that, birthday. It doesn't matter what, it's just a very simple design that you can use for any occasion. So I have my brown cardstock, and I just got a piece of pattern paper, and that just goes on the front, just like we do for a lot of different types of card. And then I have a smaller piece of brown cardstock, just like the card was made from, with a white piece. And if you can see the construction of it, we're just going to have this one on the front, a slightly smaller one, and then we have the same brown cardstock with white, and this goes across. So if you can see, our card's simply going to be constructed like this, and then I'll show you a couple little ways to doll it up. So I do have two purple flowers. I have a Thinking of You stamp, or Thoughts of You stamp, and I'm going to emboss that in gold. And to dress this card up a bit, I am going to be using the Swirly Doodles template, and I'm going to use this swirl right down here. It has the F on it, so I'm going to be using that for my card, and a Zig black pen. That's a really great one to get in all the little small pieces of a template like that. So, and I have a couple little jewels, and I'm going to be putting those on my flowers. So I think that's all I need to get started on this card. I'm going to go ahead and glue these little pieces together, and then I will show you how to doll up the card design. Okay, so I have all my basic pieces for my card glued together. So my second step I'm going to take is to grab my Swirly Doodles template. I'm going to use that F design again, like I said. So I'm simply going to place it on my card, and I'm going to make two of these swirls. I'm going to color them in with my pen. One's going to be this way, then I'm simply going to flip the template over and make another one. So I'll grab my Zig pen. Maybe I'm going to have it, I suppose, pretty much straight up and down is good. And these Zig pens, this one's a 0.5, I believe. And yeah, 0.5. And it's really nice for getting in those tiny little pieces. So just simply place your template down and just color like you're a little kid. Just color it in. And you'll see on your template there are going to be little spaces. This one ends right here. And then you'll see just down below it, it starts again. And this, you can leave it like that, or when you're done coloring this in, all you do is pick up your template and just color the space in between if you want them to be connected. So there's tiny little dots here, and it's probably really hard for you to see, but this pen fits right down in those tiny little dots. So you can see those little tiny dots, and here's those spaces I was telling you about. And you can simply leave them that way, or just take your pen and attach them. And they're not very far apart, so it's very simple to do. Okay, so now I want the other one pointing the other direction, so simply just turn your template over backwards, and you have the same thing. I'm going to put this one up, maybe facing that direction just a little bit. Okay, so same thing, color, color, color. So I'm going to go ahead and finish that, and I'll be right back so we can finish the card. Okay, so I have my little Swirly Doodles done there, and now my next step is to stamp my little greeting here. I was going to emboss it in gold, but I think I'll do silver because my little jewels have a silver, kind of a silver background, so just going to stamp this on here. And we're going to do the silver embossing powder. So I'm going to get this extra off, and I'm going to heat it up, get the powder melted, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now we have all our pieces of the card made, and we just have to put it together. So this goes on the front. Okay. And then we can go ahead and put this across. And I wanted the cute little swirls at the bottom to stick out, so I'm going to be putting that up just a little higher. So we'll get that on. Put that about, oh, maybe move it down just a little bit. Okay, and then for our flowers, I'm going to take these and just fold them in half. So I need a little bit of hot glue or some sort of glue. I like the hot glue just because it's fast. So I'm just going to put a little dot in there and fold my flower up. I'll do the same thing with this one. Okay, and then I'm simply going to take those and just put one facing that way and one facing the other way. My little glue strings are getting attached. If you ever have little glue strings left over on your project, all you need to do is take your embossing heat gun and just use it, just hold it over the little strings for a couple seconds and they'll just disappear. So they can seem like a pain, but they're easy to get rid of. So I'm going to put this flower this way. And then all I do is take my little jewels that I had sitting there before, press those down in the middle, and you might want to go back and put some extra glue on those too, just to hold them in place for good. But that's our little card, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching.